Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, get notifications, and most definitely smash that like button. Comments are always appreciated. Enjoy the show.
Hey everybody, El Cheapo Deluxe here. How you all doing today? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. The reason I'm doing great is I got a couple margaritas in me, and that's what I want to talk about. Margaritas. I don't know how many of you have been to Mexico, but they make some good margaritas. But the place we found the best margaritas in Mexico is Puerto Vallarta. We try to go to Mexico once a year, sometimes twice a year. And our favorite drink when we're there is a margarita. And I'm going to tell you, Puerto Vallarta, in our opinion, has the best margaritas ever. Let me show you a few pictures of the margaritas we had. The best place we found, in our opinion, is the Margarita Grill in Puerto Vallarta. They make some good ones. We had margaritas on the Malecon, which is the boardwalk in Spanish. But man, I'm going to tell you, we got back to the United States. We were kind of wondering, how are we going to have a margarita that tastes that good? So we did some experimenting. I made, I don't know how many pictures of margaritas. And I Googled, and finally came up with a little bit of something that I feel is the closest margarita to Puerto Vallarta. And if you try it, you might also have the same opinion that it's the best margarita you can get in the United States. So take a look at this. I'm going to show you how I make it. I'm going to put in the description down below the recipe, and I'll be right back after how I show you how to do it.
A few moments later.
Okay, so here we go with my recipe. Of course, you got a blender. Now I like the Ninja Chef blender. It's not expensive. It's not cheap by any means. You know, you have to spend a little bit more money for it. You can't get it at the local dollar store, but it works really well. And then a 12-ounce shaker cup. It's meant for protein drinks, but when you got a margarita, who needs a protein drink? The tequila, you want to use a white tequila. Then you don't need the expensive tequila. Just get the cheapest tequila you can find. Just make sure it's from Mexico. And I dummied up and ran out of tequila, but that's okay. I had a bottle of tequila from one of the resorts we stayed in, and just happened to be a little bit darker tequila. But like I said, it doesn't affect the flavor with all the other ingredients. It might affect the color a little bit, but I think this really didn't. So you want to go 8 ounces of tequila. Cheap the tequila. Don't use Don Julio because it's not going to add any more flavor to it. If you can taste the difference in it, then use whatever you want. But my preferred is just a cheap tequila, as long as it's from Mexico. This is important though. Key lime juice. Definitely key lime juice. You can use the other lime juice if you want. Key lime juice, to me, just tastes so much better. It's fresher. So you want to add 4 ounces of key lime juice to that tequila for a total of 12 ounces. Then you're going to just pour it in your blender. You can get that key lime juice at Walmart. They got it's like $2.50 a bottle. It's not really expensive. Get more than one if you're there, because you'll run through it quick with this recipe. I guarantee it. Triple sec is your next ingredient. Doesn't matter what brand. This is just what we happen to have on hand. You're going to want 6 ounces of that. So I just kind of went halfway between the two marks. Not a big deal. A little bit less, a little bit more, you know, to your taste, but that's definitely a must-have in this recipe. Any brand, doesn't really matter, it's all the same. Next one is simple syrup. Again, any brand, doesn't really matter, it's kind of all the same. We use like Rose's simple syrup. It's a little clearer, but you know, still all tastes the same. So you're gonna go 2 ounces of that for a total of 8 ounces with that mix. So you got 6 ounces of triple sec, 2 ounces of simple syrup. Easy, easy peasy. Next ingredient is important to me, just because I've tried several different margarita mixes, and to me, Jose Cuervo, yeah, I mean, it tastes the best. So you get Jose Cuervo classic margarita mix, not with alcohol in it, just get the mix. You're gonna go with a full 12 ounces of this. Make sure you shake it well. Refrigerate it when you're done using it, along with the lime juice. The lime juice and margarita mix should probably be put in the refrigerator when you're done mixing your drinks for the night. So that's it for the mixes. The last thing you're going to add is your ice. If you have an ice house or ice machine where you can fill up an ice chest or get it bagged, that's the best way to do it, because it's already chopped like this. This is already chopped ice. I think it's the best. It puts less strain on your blender. It chops up really good, really smooth. You're going to want to use at least 4 full cups of ice, or full of these cups, not necessarily 4 cups. And then you can go anywhere between 4 and 5, just suit your taste. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to put the lid back on that, keep the flies out. Put your lid on. Snap it down tight. You don't want to lose any of it. And what I do with the Ninja blender, you got a smoothie setting, perfect for it. It's nice and smooth. The ice is, it's like getting an icy from 7-Eleven or wherever you get your from, but it's really smooth. This really doesn't give you a brain freeze like an icy if you drink it too quick. I imagine it would. If you drank it too quick, you might get a brain freeze. But this just really smooth, no clumps of ice, just good and smooth. It takes about 45-50 seconds, and you can see this blender will stop, let the ice settle, and then blend again, let it settle, and then it blends, and then it'll stop one more time, let it settle, and it blends. There you go. Bam. Now I'm telling you, this is almost a perfect margarita. Well, it's perfect for us. I'm going to call it the perfect margarita. If you like a Puerto Vallarta margarita, I don't think you're going to find one any better than this. You tell me what you think. Here, put it in your 30-ounce Yeti Cup. Look at that, nice and smooth. Snap your lid on it, and what I do is I'll put the lid back on the blender, and I'll set it in the ice chest just to keep it cold until my next round. But there you have it, the perfect margarita from Puerto Vallarta. Anyway, folks, that's how I make my margaritas now. I don't know how many of you have ever been to Mexico, but Puerto Vallarta, I tell you what, they've got the best. Doesn't matter if you go to Cancun, Cabo, whatever, but we were out walking around in Puerto Vallarta, sweating. It was hot, it was humid, and we just needed to stop and rest for a minute. And we stopped at the Margarita Grill, got one of their margaritas, and that was probably the most refreshing drink I've ever had in my life. I'm telling you this. Now, you drink too many of them, might get a little bit of loco, so be safe. Anyway, hey, appreciate you watching. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about the margarita, what you didn't like, what you would add, what you would take away from it. Hey, you're not going to hurt my feelings. So, be safe. See you next time.